and the living is easy. Fish are jumping, don't you know, my darling? I said it right now, and the cotton is high. Like a, your lady is a rich, kind of rich girl, and your mommy's good looking, yeah. So hush, little baby, don't you cry. One of these mornings come, girl, you're gonna rise up singing. Then you spread your little wings, and take to the sky, la 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 la. That morning, come on, baby. There's nothing gonna harm you, girl. With the mommy and a daddy standing by.
This is In the Know for Thursday, July 15, the 196th day of 2021. There are 169 days left in the year. Good morning, MB, guiding you through In the Know at K105 on Litchfield's Country Station, 103.9 The Moose, live online at K105.com via the Apple and Android smartphone app. Using the SoundCloud or iTunes podcast, on Facebook Watch, on YouTube Live, on Periscope, and the hashtag is In the Know. Coming up today, we'll update you on the latest news headlines from around the community, the county, the Commonwealth, and the country. We're one day closer to the Twin Lakes National Fiddlers Championship. Gets underway this weekend. We'll tell you about that. There's a change of the guard with Grayson County boys soccer today. We'll tell you about that. And we'll give you a chance to win with the water cooler question. That and a whole lot more coming up today here on In the Know. Settling in to my left, rolling Mach 9 with her hair on fire, is my beautiful wife, the beautiful girl. It's Beach. Good morning, sweetheart.
Good morning.
How you doing?
I'm good. Well, the hair is something. I'm doing something a little bit different today. So.
What do you call that when you do you call this
look?
look?
It's called a plop.
A flop?
No.
Plop?
Well, it could be a flop, but
Plop?
It's plop.
Plop.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you roll it up in a T-shirt the night before and let it dry.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I asked you last night when you had your hair rolled up in a T-shirt if you would make me some pancakes because you look like Aunt Jemima. But you said no to the pancakes. You said you don't even like pancakes. And
That's what I said.
I kind of like pancakes when there's nothing else to eat for breakfast. Today is Give It Away Day. Now you've got one little piece out there that's all by itself.
Well, and I'm trying, but it's hard.
Yeah, we'll see. It looks,
Yeah.
it's so, is unruly what you're going for?
Well, I mean, I'm trying to make it work, but I'm not sure yet.
Okay. Today is National Give Something Away Day. And as a result of your processes this week, you're giving away about 4 garbage bags full of clothes.
At least.
At least 4?
Oh, at least. Yes. Well, the 5th bag is not full yet.
Oh,
but
I see. So
I
you're
still have a couple of shelves.
You're still adding to the collection?
That's
Okay,
true.
I got it. Yeah. Somebody's going to be on the receiving end of a bunch of good stuff there. He is the 5-time winner of the coveted Ohio Newshawk Award. He's the 2-time Silver Sound nominee, covering every corner of the globe: London, Moscow, Paris, and even Shrewsbury. He's Sam Gormley and the Sparks. Morning, Sam.
Morning, Ralph.
How you doing?
Good. How are you?
We're doing well. This is one of those interesting weeks. Because the NBA Finals is delayed, you don't get that magical day at the All-Star break where there's no sports. Mm-hmm. But you got Tour de France, you got the Open Championship, you got Olympics opening ceremony a week from tomorrow, you got the NBA Finals, then you got Major League Baseball starting the second half of their season. It's and then
Cougar football 7-on-7 tonight.
Well, not only that, but then also practice starts for a lot of fall sports today. It's hog heaven for the sports fan, is it not?
It is. It is. I know you said the baseball or second half starts today. It doesn't really start till tomorrow.
Yeah, right.
I know that the Yankees play today, but we got to wait till tomorrow until real baseball can start.
And do you call it the Open Championship or do you call it the British Open?
It's the British Open.
Yes, it is the British Open.
It's the British Open.
People try and say it's the Open. No, it's the British Open. So, but it's underway today, and I don't know why I didn't change the TV channel. I got so many choices, but here we are watching news. Same old news.
Oh, we can get a commercial break and flip it over to the Open.
Probably can. 90-degree temperatures will return today. We'll see a high in the lower 90s today, and tomorrow could see some heat indexes or heat indices, which are above 95, depending upon where you reside. Next week looks quiet overall, with perhaps a period of lower 80s for highs with some clouds to enjoy before another surge of heat tries to push in for the last weekend of July. Partly cloudy, 91 today. Partly cloudy, 74 tonight. Scattered thunderstorms, and 92 for tomorrow is the official forecasted high, but expect a rain shower come Saturday afternoon that you may have to dodge. We are now 20 years into the United States involvement in Afghanistan, and over the last several months, by order of President Biden, he has ordered all U.S. troops to be out of Afghanistan, and they're in the closing days of wrapping that up. So it's creating a lot of conversation on whether it's a good move, bad move, what we can expect as a result of our withdrawal of U.S. and NATO troops from Afghanistan. I was thinking, Sam, most of your life.
One of my earliest memories is a very, very small one from 9/11.
Yeah.
So I don't have, I have pretty much no memory from anything that would happen when there was, not something going on in Afghanistan.
Yeah, it's our longest war, and it was started by someone else's intentions on September 11th, but as a result, we've been in Afghanistan in the Middle East now for 20 years. And, you get talking heads, you get experts, including former President Bush, who is fearful about what it means for the region, that some of the things we've gained in the last 20 years or some of the things we've tried to do will evaporate as a result. And as we have slowly withdrawn from Afghanistan, Al-Qaeda has taken root in those areas a vacuum is created. There's a power grab available, and someone is going to take over, and it appears to be Al-Qaeda. Now, you'll get a lot of people, including U.S. Senator Rand Paul, says we've been there long enough, let's come home. You get people on the other side of the equation that say, well, we've been fighting Al-Qaeda and the Taliban there, so we don't have to fight them here. And so that's one of the things that we need to be on the lookout for is if we allow those organizations to become stronger in the Middle East, then do they launch attacks or plans on the homeland, on our soil? And so these will be all things that will need to be measured. But we have known from the very beginning, the Taliban and Al-Qaeda and these terrorist organizations, they didn't necessarily know when this day would come, but they knew it eventually would. All they had to do was just...
If not now, when?
They just had to wait us out. If it was not this year or this month, it would be next year or next month or whenever. And so they're going to be there forever. We're going to be there, well, apparently for 20 years. And once we go, then they're free to do whatever it is that they want as well. So I don't... I'm not sure what to make. Don't know if it's the right move. I hate having U.S. servicemen and women stationed in one location in a country that we don't own, that we don't control. But in a global economy and on a global scale, I'm not completely against the idea of annexation, of planting a flag somewhere. If we're going to be there for 20 years, just make it our own. Make it. I'd rather have the state of Afghanistan than the state of D.C.
I don't know if the UN would be okay with that.
That's okay. Vaccines are being urged by state experts to fight Delta variants. UK healthcare experts are urging Kentuckians to be vaccinated against COVID-19, especially those in countries and counties where the current vaccination rates are low. I told you this yesterday. Gave you some scientific facts, and I had a numbers factoid this morning that I heard on CBS. You can believe it or not. If you can believe it if you want. 90% of positivity, 90% of cases in the country are in areas that have substandard vaccination rates based upon the national average. So 9 out of 10 COVID positivity cases are coming from areas that are lagging behind in vaccinations. So I knew it was a lot, but 9 out of 10 is what they reported. But some of the Kentucky healthcare people are saying it's only a matter of time before the unvaccinated people in Kentucky start seeing the effects of Delta the way that they are in Arkansas and Missouri. I didn't know Arkansas and Missouri had a problem. If you're concerned about these types of things, you may look at Arkansas and Missouri and see what their current mileage is. There was a big blow up in Tennessee yesterday where you had some public health officials that had locked horns, and the head of
Did see that,
Tennessee Department of Health was either resigned or was fired. And I did agree with one thing that I heard in that story yesterday is this has just become so politicized that I just kind of sit back and wonder if this had happened in another year, if it had not happened in an election year.
Like in 2017.
Yeah, name it. You name the president, name the year, but in a year where half the country wasn't just out to do anything they could to rid themselves of a president they didn't like, if we could have taken this on at a different time, how would we be reacting to it as Americans? I mean, the polio vaccine wasn't this politicized, was it? I don't know. I wasn't alive during that time, so
No,
it just seems we're the victims of being very tribal in that I've got to be on one side or I've got to be on another, and I watch this news network and I listen to this group and whatever they say, and it paints my thinking, and I'm unwilling to be open-minded to anything else. And that even finds its way into whether I should be vaccinated or not.
And I think it's kind of one of those things with people that are, for example, critical of Governor Beshear. It's like, in some instances, we'll never know if what he did was the right thing. If he wouldn't have done anything, would we have been better? Would we have been worse? We'll never know the answer to that.
Yep.
Should he have done more? We don't know.
Never know about the road not taken.
No.
I mean, you just get what you get. But nonetheless, here we are, and we're seeing current increases in Delta variant and in levels around the country. I think in all but maybe 5 states, there are significant increases in COVID over the last 3 weeks. Moving ahead to this weekend in here between the lakes, the Twin Lakes National Fiddlers Championship, if it's a 10th variety, it's a 10th offering, will be in Litchfield this weekend. And things get underway tomorrow. Got a loud stereo contest and got customer appreciation for the Sicilian Bank, which is, an anchor there on the square. The Bluegrass Opry is in swing tomorrow. Fireworks tomorrow night.
I saw the Bluegrass Opry's lineup. That's it's a long list. They got a lot of people playing.
Of course, McDonald Road, very, very popular. Sassy Brown, Hickory Grove.
Sassy Brown. I mean, don't you want to listen to Sassy Brown? That sounds like a great.
By the way, if you listen to James Coates' Bluegrass Express on 103.9 The Moose on Sunday mornings, James Coates he's part of Sassy Brown. So
even better then.
We'll be performing.
I love that name.
Pancake breakfast on Saturday morning. A little variation on the pancake breakfast is going to be carry out. So you pay your fee and they give you a box of pancakes and extra
pretty simple.
Extra syrup,
Right?
please. That's right. It works. And then of course the Twin Lakes National Fiddlers Championship gets underway at 9 and runs until it's over.
Yep.
Yeah, it just depends upon the number of contestants that they have. And
then we get Stephen Miller again, too, right?
Yeah, you get Papa Bear and the Love Den that will kind of wrap things up. And you got Car Show. And
Might need to rock my T-shirt.
Sam Gormley will even be there.
I will. Hopefully the weather holds off.
Will you be dancing a jig in the jig contest?
No one wants that. No one wants
You sure?
that. Yeah.
I do.
No one
I
wants
do
that.
want that.
Can I put
wanna
some
see
of my
that,
crew
please.
into that?
Are you better at jig dancing or axe throwing?
Well, I
Same.
can't dance, so probably I'd have to choose the axe throwing to
you
show
sure
anything
about
of my
that?
dance. I can't dance.
Sound like Phil Collins. Grayson County High School's Kenny Fukuhara has resigned as the head coach of the boys soccer program, as he has accepted a principal's position in Nelson County. In his 5 seasons, he amassed a 40, 48, and 8 record, won 2 district championships, made some significant strides for the soccer program. Sam, you got a chance to talk to Coach Fook, as the kids call him, but you got a chance to talk to Kenny yesterday, and he was kind enough to reach out and tell you of his decision. Timing isn't great, I guess, for anyone as the season starts, but nonetheless, it's happening.
And that's one of the things that he told me. He hates it because how much he cares about the kids and cares about the program and cares about this area. But as he told me, he said it's been his lifelong dream to become a principal, and he's got this opportunity. And when you have a chance to accept your lifelong dream, you can never fault anybody for doing that.
Also, important to remember that by and large, the overwhelming majority of educators are educators first and then their coaches second. You get the rare instances where people teach just in order that they can coach. But in this particular case, it was an educator who was needed to coach, and so his interest and his talents are in the classroom, and I hope in school leadership. So, congratulations to him, and I guess they'll figure out the soccer aspects at
4
Grayson County
coaching
High.
vacancies now at the high school.
Christy Buckles has soccer coaching experience,
Oh, my
by the way.
goodness.
As a matter of fact, I know
No.
Well, they might need an interim.
you do. You
I
can't
quit at
disagree.
U8.
You do have.
I do, but I quit at U8.
You
do
have more
coaching
experience than both of us.
You have more soccer coaching experience than I do, and
Well-
you have way more than Sam and I even have combined.
Yes.
Well, if the kids love popsicles, I'm your girl. But
You know what? They'll go for it.
I'm certain those kids like popsicles without a doubt. The extent of your soccer coaching, though, as I observed, was pretty much like herding cats. If you
Absolutely.
could just keep them out of the road, keep them on the pitch and keep them between the goals, then you were. That
Well,
was.
Luckily, these are high schoolers, so you won't have to herd
Well-
cats. You can get to coaching.
And I
What
think-
formation are you going in?
and I think high schoolers know which end of the field they're supposed to go to.
usually.
So
Usually.
I had to herd my children to like the correct end of the field.
I got it.
They loved me, but that
But
was
there
just
is
fun.
no denying it is a fact that you have more soccer coaching experience than I or Sam combined.
This is true.
I did it
It
for
is
a few
it
years.
is an
I did.
undeniable fact.
Which is so sad.
Just call her Ted Lasso over there. That
don't
is
even know what that
Once you
means,
watch
but
Ted
okay.
Lasso, you'll get that much more.
Yeah.
Some would make
I'm
a case
the
that
only choice. Like, oh, these kids.
some would make an argument that Ted Lasso and Christy Buckles know about the same amount about soccer. So
Are you ready for your pregame interview then?
Oh no. Oh, no. I can't.
What are your thoughts in the game? That's usually a question.
Well,
How'd it go?
we've got a great lineup of flavors for the post-game
Yes.
popsicle treat
well,
today.
and when I coached, we were not supposed to keep score. Listen, I'm a scorekeeper.
Oh yeah.
But you're not supposed to do that. So maybe I would like this better because you keep score.
May,
We
there
can
is,
put cameras on the sidelines
there
with
is a
you.
scoreboard without a doubt. Yep. An Eyeglass Lens producer has celebrated the opening of its new U.S. headquarters in Kentucky. The relocation of its corporate offices to Kentucky caps a $20 million construction project by Zeiss Vision Care at its existing facility in Hebron. Have you ever heard of Zeiss?
I've heard
Vision
of Hebron
Care?
very much. I've been there many times.
I've heard
but
of Hebron, but the Northern Kentucky project will create about 75 full-time jobs.
that area is just blowing up.
3 nominees have been chosen for a Kentucky District Court vacancy down in Warren County. But Sam, you did not make the final
know.
3.
I know. I was disappointed.
The nominees are John Blakely Belials, Dwight Monte Burton, and Kimberly Joe Gohagen, all of Bowling Green. So, sorry you missed out on that.
I know.
Dan.
I didn't get the soccer position. Didn't get this position. I don't know what's left.
Apologies to you. Chris Middleton's Big Finish has the NBA Finals all even. The Bucks came back and secured Game 4. So Bucks and Suns 2-2, heading back to Pahonix, right?
That's kind of fun to say.
You nailed it.
Pahonix?
Devin Booker had. Well, Devin Booker is now what the.
Most points
sco-
scored by
most
a
points
player
scored?
in his first playoffs.
Shoo, that's a lot. 42 points, and they just wanted to keep him on the floor. He fouled out 10 times, didn't he?
That's what I heard. I was reading this morning. I didn't watch the game. I'm not a huge NBA guy. Honestly, forgot it was on. Woke up, checked Twitter, and was like, "Oh wow! Apparently there was some controversy or controversy."
Controversy. You're forgetting our British
Yes.
our British audience, Sam. This headline caught my attention. A Taco Bell employee arrested for arson after the staff plays with fireworks in the Tennessee store. Nashville Fire Department investigators arrested a Taco Bell shift leader from leadership after employees allegedly set a fire that caused tens of thousands of dollars in damage while they were playing with fireworks inside the restaurant. On Monday, investigators charged 25-year-old Courtney Mays with felony aggravated arson. The fire was set on July 5th at Taco Bell on Nolensville Pike. The store's management contacted fire investigators and reported surveillance footage that showed employees causing the fire on July 5th. So what, a week ago Monday, I guess it was?
So many jokes you could make
Right?
when
And
it
I have
comes
questions.
to...
I have known Taco Bell to
Roman
launch
candles
fireworks before,
or-
but
What's happening?
Not usually that kind.
not that kind of fireworks that Taco
And
Bell
even some
is
fire sauce on there, too.
normally launching. Absolutely. We got to get to a break. We'll come back. Got more on the way. Hang around here on In the Know.
Hey, you know the secret to making straight A's?
Educate me.
Use a ruler and a pencil.
Oh dear. Well, speaking of school supplies,
Yeah?
Bluegrass Cellular has back-to-school deals for students of any age, like the iPhone SE for just $0 per month.
Well, $0? That math checks out for me.
You can't beat that price. Plus, it has a long battery life that will last them all day.
You know, with this offer, we can get the kids the right device and peace of mind.
Right. Bluegrass Cellular has helpful support in-store and online. Tools and tips that can help our families stay connected. Our way.
Can they help me make straight A's?
Maybe keep that ruler handy.
Thanks for keeping me straight.
Restrictions apply. Shop in-store or online. For more on smart, safe mobile use, visit bluegrasscellular.com. Bluegrass Cellular, your community. Expanded.
When you're feeling under the weather or concerned about your family's health, you want the support of a trusted medical provider who lives close by and is available to care for you and your family. Dr. Gregory Koo is a family medicine physician who is putting down roots in this community. With 22 years' experience, he's now accepting new patients in both Caneyville and at Owensboro Health Twin Lakes Medical Center in Litchfield. Learn more online at owensborohealth.org/KOO.
What is the Kentucky National Guard Youth Challenge? It's a 5.5-month change of environment program for 16 to 18-year-olds who need a second chance. It's an opportunity to recover high school credits, develop life coping skills, job skills, physical fitness, learning proper health and hygiene, service to community, and most importantly, an opportunity to become a better you. For more information, visit us at toabetterme.com. The number 2, abetterme.com.
Every second in the United States, a ton of lumber is destroyed by termites. Long before you see proof, termites have taken a bite out of your home. Thousands of dollars in damage can add up before you even notice the problem. Contact the Litchfield Exterminating Professionals to protect your home or business. It's about peace of mind. Only 24/7 protection from the world's best will give you that. Litchfield Exterminating serves Grayson County and surrounding areas. Call Litchfield Exterminating today, 259-6285, or toll free 1-800-517-2388. What's eating at your home?
Elizabethtown Community and Technical College is rolling out new class schedules with big advantages. 8-week Advantage starts this fall. Most ECTC classes will be offered in 8-week sessions. That means you can focus on fewer classes at a time and be more successful. It's the high-quality education you expect from ECTC, 8 weeks at a time. ECTC's Litchfield campus is now enrolling. To get started, call us at 270-259-1540 or visit elizabethtown.kctcs.edu today.
Apple is out with an auxiliary battery pack that snaps to the back of the iPhone 12 to provide extra battery life, helping people get some battery relief from their iPhone if it's about to die. The MagSafe battery pack costs $100. It is available in white. You can pre-order it now and it starts shipping next week. Netflix wants to make sure your kids are watching the right shows. Subscribers will see a new top 10 list on kids and family profiles that ranks the streamer's most popular children's shows and movies. The leaderboard will be updated daily to reflect what its 200 million customers are watching in 93 countries around the world. Streaming service is also introducing a bi-weekly kids recap email that will recommend similar content based on viewing history. Instagram is out with a new security check for anyone whose accounts have been hacked before. The feature will walk users through security steps, including confirming other accounts that share login information, reviewing login activity, and keeping recovery contact information updated. Tech Report, Larry Olson, NBC.
They all started looking real suspicious at him, and he jumped up and said, "Now just wait a minute, Jim. You know he's lying. I've been living here all of my life. I'm a faithful follower of Brother John Birch, and I belong to the Antioch Baptist Church, and I ain't even got a garage. You can call home and ask my wife." Then he started saying something about the way I was dressed, but I didn't wait around.
Today is Be a Dork Day. No problem.
Isn't that every day here?
Check. I'm doing it at a very high level. Gummy Worms Day today. You know, gummy worms haven't existed in my entire life. I remember when gummy worms became available.
Well, you gotta love chocolate pudding, the Oreo crumbles, and the gummy worms make dirt pie.
Hey, what were those sweet tart ropes that Taylor had when we were on
ropes
traveling last week?
I think you nailed it.
Sweet tart ropes.
Yeah.
Oh, they're so good.
I remember Nerds ropes. That was the same thing, but wrapped in Nerds.
I don't know
better.
where she found these. This was really good. We were even ordering out for them. They were so good. I think she regretted sharing them because everyone liked them, and so they all wanted in on the fun. And it is Tapioca Day today, as I told you a couple weeks ago. I associate tapioca with something negative because Ralphie made a negative remark about it in A Christmas Story, so I decided if Ralphie was against it, then so am I. So I don't know what tapioca is, but here's the weekend funny tweets. I know you've set your alarm waiting for them to arrive.
Every Thursday,
and they're finally here. This week's tweets. Funny tweets of the week about married life. Brimmer Joke says, "When my wife says I can do something at my earliest convenience, she means hers." Emma Beasley says, "My husband has picked up enough Spanish to be wrong in 2 languages." Bilingual.
Hablo español.
Lady Lawyer says, "My husband is lecturing me on cybersecurity, which is hilarious coming from someone who has I'm Slim Shady 1234 as his password." Yeah, you need to sophisticate that up. I'm Slim Shady, yes, the real Slim Shady, yes, you need to at least repeat that a couple of times.
Throw in a exclamation point in there or something.
That's right. Yeah. Ned Hartley said 80% of being married is telling your spouse which other TV show you've seen this actor in. I don't know that it's 80%, but it is a large percentage of marriage, isn't it?
It really is.
We see something and we say, "Oh, what was?
Who was that?
Yeah, what were they in?"
And then one of us is immediately IMDbing it.
Oftentimes, we're both on IMDb at the same time, racing to see who can get there first. Or I might learn something else on the way to finding the answer than you, and then we compare notes and say, "Oh, but did you realize?" And so
put your minds together like that.
I think 80% is an overestimation, but it's certainly significant. That mom, though, says, "My husband keeps telling me I have too many clothes, like a man who doesn't want to be a husband anymore." Yeah, you want to be careful about that.
Pick your battles.
And a few from parents. At Nicholas G says, "Welcome to parenthood. You just stepped in a puddle inside your house." You never quite know what that might be. That could be melted popsicle. It could be I didn't make it in time. It could be there's leakage somewhere. You just never quite know.
Juice box.
That's right. Real Life Mommy says, "My toddler is asking all her friends if they like cake. If they say yes, she takes them off her birthday party invite list because she doesn't want to share her cake. I'm torn between extreme pride and anger that I never thought of this myself."
I'm sorry.
That's genius.
That is fantastic.
And at Usa Medusa says, "You know but you'll never forget 867-5309. Heck no, Jenny was everybody's favorite. Jenny, who can I run to? I mean, everybody knows 867-5309.
And how fun would it be to go through all the area codes and then do the number and see who answers?
Just looking for Jenny?
Right.
Jenny. Hello, Jenny.
I just imagine having that number. Oh. I would be changing that.
You know, in a lot of TV shows, they used to do the old 555-1212, or they had your stock phone numbers. I was in a meeting a couple of days ago with Ed Henson from Louisville, and they used to own Wave Radio, and he said that they had someone else in their building whose phone number was one number off from their contest line.
Oof.
And they would get calls in the middle of the night. And so he said that he ran into his neighbor, and he said, somebody called me at 2:30 this morning asking if they won the stereo set. He said, I told them yes. Like, yeah, that's what I've been known to do that too. Like,
well, I know, I think, is it Judge Henderson's office that is 259-5000? It might be, and I think we occasionally will get someone. I know that I had a phone call,
we're close.
Can I please speak to the judge?
Yeah.
It's like, well, I
put him on. The
Don't think he's here.
The Alliance has
It's
a close number
4,000.
now.
I think they're
And
4,000.
I think the electric company actually.
Yeah, that's close
We're
to
an
one of our
RECC,
WMTL numbers. Is I think 3195 or something close to that. But anyway, I was shocked to learn this morning. We've always laughed about weird laws in Kentucky. The old you can't carry an ice cream cone in your pocket in Kentucky for whatever reason. But New York Governor Andrew Cuomo, who, can you say, things quieted down a whole lot. There was a period of time where I assume Andrew Cuomo wouldn't be around any longer, but for whatever reason, he's still governor. And he signed legislation this week to get rid of an archaic law that banned barbers from working on Sundays.
That's weird.
Sam, have you ever received a haircut on Sunday?
I have to have.
You do?
I probably.
I've never had a haircut on Sunday.
Probably at growing up, one of the, just the chain.
Right. Yeah, one of the
hairdresser
ones
spots,
that you
yeah.
find. But if you think about it,
I don't think you can get a haircut in this county on a Sunday.
probably not. Cuomo announced Tuesday that the new law, which takes effect immediately, does away with a state law that made it a misdemeanor for a barber to cut hair or provide a shave to a customer on a Sunday. So multiple barbers working in New York said they had no idea that such a law was ever on the books. But there are a lot of businesses that are closed on Sundays, but it just goes back to it was some law that just barbers couldn't work on Sundays.
That's weird.
I guess it kept the men folk from going hanging out at the barbershop.
Yeah, I think I've even in this county gone to try and get my hair cut on a Sunday and
Denied.
Yep.
Oreo will release new flavors coming up
Really?
in the near future. Apple cider and salted caramel brownie. Neither of those sound particularly good to me, so as a result, I'm kind of like, well,
Just give me double stuff.
Yeah, I'm definitely probably more of an Oreo purist, although I did like those Olympic ones, the red, white, and blue ones. But that's really just the same flavor.
Are they bringing them back this
They're
year?
just colored. Yeah.
Have you gotten them yet?
No. I'm waiting for somebody to surprise me with them to go, hey, look what I found. Dennis Cook. Excuse me, Sarah
Yeah, I was
Cook.
going to say, get the right cook.
Like, don't look at
Sarah
me.
Cook. It's not going to be Dennis. Later this summer, the famed brand will unveil yet another new limited edition cookie flavor, apple cider donut. So we're at that time of year where we've got all kinds of that fall stuff to look forward to, because next thing you know, it's going to be August and people are going to be clamoring for
Pumpkin spice and
sweater
all that.
weather. Speaking of, pumpkin spice cookie dough is coming next month. Nestle Toll House has fall on their mind, hitting shelves next month. The limited edition flavor is making its return after a brief hiatus. The pumpkin spice cookie dough first arrived on the scene in 2014, and then it went away for a few years, and then it is back. 14-ounce packs, suggested retail $2.99. No. Just
I
give
like
me the
chocolate
regular.
chip Toll House. Delicious.
Absolutely, yes.
Delicious.
Great grandma Toulouse, Nestle Toulouse.
Very good.
I got my friends' trivia when I have to have it.
Yeah.
I don't know friends like you do, but I can fake my way through it. Nestle Toulouse. The Olympic athletes, opening ceremonies 1 week from tomorrow. And I have learned that one of the modifications is that the Olympic officials will not be, how many times have you seen at the Olympics, they take the medals at the medal ceremony and they drape them over the athlete's neck, and they usually give them some type of olive branch or, some other, maybe a floral arrangement. Now they'll be presenting the medals to them on a tray, and then the athlete will remove them off the tray, to cure the COVID. to keep you from the COVID. They're not gonna. I guess they'll probably do like all the media are with their mic booms, with their microphones.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like they're 8 feet away from them, and then putting the microphones under people. They might put on the trays on these grabbers
Do you
like
want
you
that
used to
job?
pick up trash. No, I
You
don't.
want that job to be able to?
No, I'm
'Cause I
looking
can
forward to
see
watching the Olympics, but I don't want to be anywhere near Tokyo.
I think of the commercial. Ooh, you almost got it. You almost
Yeah, the
got it.
farmer. Yeah,
Yeah.
I got it. Yeah, almost got you. And we, from time to time in our household, Miss Buckles, I think
Oh,
you'll
dear.
confirm, we run into we have a member of the household that has a tendency to get a case of the hiccups.
Oh, yes.
We talked about this on the show when I was hosting a couple weeks ago.
Really?
Yes.
Fair to say, we have one member of the family that is prone to catching the
Absolutely.
hiccups and having them for a long time.
And they are not quiet, like super loud. You can hear them with 5,000 people around you at Disney.
Brazil's president has been admitted to the hospital with a strange bout of hiccups, so far lasting more than 10 days.
Oh.
Have you ever? Now, I think that's a record. 10 days is excessive, yes?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
After 10 minutes, I'm ready to
Like-
punch a hole through a wall.
Can you imagine what it would be like to have hiccups for 10 days?
Well, have you gotten what we were talking about? The hiccup straw? Have you gotten one yet?
I've not bought it.
You've not bought it
No.
yet? We
But
talked about a straw
it's-
that apparently if you slurp
Yes.
water out of it,
Interesting.
cures them.
Yeah, and it's only like $15.
They got a cure for everything now. That's
yeah.
remarkable. All
Send
right.
one to this guy.
We got to get to a break. He needs one, without a doubt. Got to get to a break. Back with more here on In the Know.
She's a bad man down. Homeowners, especially on the lake, have most likely experienced or will experience water erosion on their properties. There is a solution and preventative measures that can protect against this type of erosion. With the help of products and service from Scotty's Contracting and Stone, Crushed Rock Road enhancements can provide erosion control and shoreline protection. Well-designed and maintained erosion control helps ensure that today's beautiful and safe landscapes remain so tomorrow. To discuss erosion control and shoreline restoration solutions with Scotty's Contracting, call 270-259-5696.
You've been on the road for hours, covered 527 miles, listened to 3 podcasts, had 2 calls with your mom and 1 with your sister, and you're really hungry. And look at that. There's a McDonald's 1 mile up ahead meal. There's a meal for every moment at McDonald's.
Like a juicy McDouble and small fries, or crispy 6-piece chicken McNuggets and small fries for just $3 each. Price and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with combo meal.
The Sicilian Bank is starting summer right with the Grayson County Customer Appreciation Day. Join us Friday, July 16th for free popcorn, free nachos, free cotton candy, free games, and free face painting. The party starts at 5 p.m. and lasts until 8 p.m. So make plans to attend the Sicilian Bank's Grayson County Customer Appreciation Day at our Litchfield Banking Center, located at 76 Public Square in Litchfield, Kentucky on Friday, July 16th. We hope to see you there. Open to the public, the Sicilian Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
There's a place full of summer fun and thrills for the whole family, where you can fly on world-class coasters and spin, play, and laugh together, where you can ride, slide, and splash the day away. Visit Kentucky Kingdom and Hurricane Bay. 2 parks for one low price. Check out KentuckyKingdom.com for more information and to purchase discounted tickets.
If you still listen to 8-track tapes and watch black and white television, then I bet you still use a phone to request underground utility line locations. Well, that's old school. Now everything is done online, including contacting 811 before you dig. Making a request online is faster, easier, and just as free as calling. Before you dig, on the job site or at home, notify 811 online at Kentucky811.org. That's Kentucky811.org.
Have you ever wondered what human trafficking is? Have you ever wanted to learn more about protecting your children from abuse or the dangers on the internet? Would you like your staff trained on how to spot and report signs of abuse? We provide free trainings to our communities on a variety of topics. Did we say free? Yes. If you or your organization would like to have a free training, please reach out 270-234-9236 on the web at silverleafky.org or call 211 and ask for Silverleaf.
The 10th annual Twin Lakes National Fiddlers Championship returns to Litchfield this weekend. Friday features the Rod Run and Cruise In, Sicilian Bank Customers Appreciation, the Bluegrass Opry, plus the Litchfield Aquatic Center is open late for the fireworks that launch at dusk. Saturday, the Fiddlers Championship gets underway at 9, but the day also includes a pancake breakfast, car show, free children's rides, and then close out the night with a concert from Papa Bear and the Love Den. For full event details and times, go to visitlitchfield.com.
K105 Weather is brought to you by Future Designs Building Materials on Quarry Road in Litchfield.
Hazy, hot, and humid today with highs climbing into the upper 80s and the low 90s. Only an isolated rain chance for today. For tonight, we drop down into the 60s and low 70s, muggy across the region. Tomorrow, an approaching cold front will bring increasing rain chances. From the Wave 3 Newsroom Tracking Team, I'm meteorologist Tawana Andrew.
All summer. This is the 105 Days of Summer. It's going to be the hottest summer yet. Brought to you by Midway Pharmacy. Summer! On the Twin Lakes Best Mix, K105.
Did you know jumbo jets use more than 4,000 gallons of fuel at takeoff? I don't know how many gallons of fuel jumbo jets can carry, but 4,000 seems like a lot for just the purpose. Now, that's the hardest part.
Doesn't sound like great gas mileage.
No. But getting off the ground would be the hardest part.
Do they have a hybrid version?
Yeah, when they get into midair, the engine shuts down. It just turns into a glider.
Okay.
Like at
Solar
stoplights
powered?
when you're hybrid, do that. You would think that.
Well, I mean, it's not like once they get up there, they're above
solar
the clouds, so I don't know why it wouldn't work.
I mean, yeah, but it doesn't take a lot. It takes a lot of fuel to take off. It doesn't take a lot of fuel to fly.
It's not somebody pedaling underneath
Clearly.
or something like that?
Well, I thought that's what the people were doing down in Steerage, but apparently not. Here's today's water cooler question. Your chance to win by calling 270-259-6000. 270-259-6000. We'll give you your pick of prizes again today. You can choose between Holiday World, Beach Bend, or Kentucky Kingdom. Call 270-259-6000. 25% of people admit they have stayed in a relationship because they liked this about their partner. 1 in 4 people admit they have stayed in a relationship because they liked this about their partner. 270-259-6000. 270-259-6000. You see what I just did over here? What I launched?
Oh. Uh-oh. It's going down now. I feel like I got some good answers over here. You said 1 in 4?
1 in 4.
Like the odd man out
25%.
over here. I don't know what's happening over there.
It's the delay.
Oh. That does make sense.
might need it.
Oh, yeah. Line number 3 up there. You never know.
Oh, goodness.
Well, 25% of people admit they have stayed in a relationship because they liked this about their partner. We did find some photographic evidence of Christy Buckles' lengthy and very successful soccer coaching career.
Look at my hair. Like, how awesome.
Yep, looking
that's Anna,
looking
right?
good.
With the yellow bow.
But right there in the middle of the photograph,
Yep.
though, you can take credit for launching Cougar standout Miles Hornbeck's soccer career.
What?
Would that be fair to say, Sam?
Oh, yeah, 100%.
He went on to be a Cougar soccer standout.
Oh, yeah.
Because of the instruction that he got
I'm
in the
not sure
Clarkson
that
Rec
Coach
League.
Fook knows this.
Well, I think it's more the popsicles. But.
Probably. Coach Fukuhara thinks it was probably him when really it was Beach who gave him all the instruction.
I did love all those kids.
Sam, pick a number between 1 and 6.
2.
All right, Lynn gets the first shot. Good morning, Lynn. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
25% of people admit they have stayed in a relationship because they liked this about their partner.
Their husband's family.
Their husband's family is a great answer. It unfortunately is not the one we're
That's
looking
the one
at.
I thought I got.
Keep trying. Let's go to Chelsea. Good morning, Chelsea. What's your guess?
Good morning. And their dog?
Their dog is correct.
Ah.
Their dog.
Really?
Should have gotten that.
1 in 4 people admit they have stayed in a relationship because they liked this about their partner. Chelsea knew it was their dog. Congratulations, Chelsea. Just out of curiosity, which theme park are you going to pick tickets to?
Beach Bend.
Beach Bend it is. All right, hold on. Princess Tiana is going to get some information from you. I figured somebody was going to say wallet.
Yeah, no.
Well, my only answer
Probably more
was
like 3 and
looks.
4.
So
Your only answer was what?
looks.
Looks,
But that
yeah.
could have been broad. It could have been like a beard or.
That's true.
You know.
I put friends. Doesn't a dog go into that?
Man's best friend, without a doubt. That certainly could be a possibility. I read an interesting story today. I have been rewatching The Sopranos, and I've gotten bogged down in season 6. I haven't watched it in a couple of weeks, but I've still got.
Did you not follow along when KSR was doing it and they made it 3 episodes?
No, I did not. And the first time Sopranos came out, I didn't join on episode 1, so I don't know that I had actually seen the whole thing. And binging wasn't a thing when it came out. So I've kind of had an opportunity to go back and watch it in serial format and pick up some of the nuance that maybe I missed. But in a recent podcast that involves Michael Imperioli, who played Christopher Moltisanti, they went back to talk about there was a period when Steve Carell was leaving The Office that James Spader showed up as Robert California to play the lead. They wanted James Gandolfini to come in and play on The Office, and HBO gave him $3 million not to.
Wow.
Which, if James Gandolfini had lived, he obviously would have gone on to do things that were not Tony Soprano, but the way that his career was framed, he is and forever is only Tony Soprano.
It's like Daniel Radcliffe.
Yes.
Harry Potter.
Yeah, he's trying to be on that TBS show about an Old West show, and it looks like, what's Harry Potter doing in the Old West?
Yeah, well, I know that like Progressive Flow, they pay her so she only does them.
So she only does that.
So because when you see her, that's what you think
It was a great move on HBO's part, and it was a brilliant $3 million expenditure to say, we'll pay you not to work just so you're known as this role.
Can I sign up for something like that?
Right? Like, who doesn't want to get paid not to work?
I'm still waiting for that. And Vanilla Ice thinks the 90s were the greatest decade ever before computers ruined the world. If there's anyone who knows about history and culture, it is clearly Vanilla Ice.
Ice.
Without a doubt. At The View, Jerry O'Connell officially joins as a permanent co-host. So Sharon Osbourne out, Jerry O'Connell is in. He strikes me, he's been a guest co-host like 25 times, but he almost strikes me as being just a little bit too nice. I don't know. He's okay. And Britney Spears wins a victory. She gets to pick her own attorney. So the Free Britney campaign may be getting legs, and I kind of feel bad for her, to tell you the truth.
I do.
Yeah, I just want to be successful, be happy, be healthy, etc. So got to get to a break. We'll come back, wrap it up for the morning here on In the Know.
If your marriage is floundering in conflict, it can be easy to lose sight of solutions. To visualize the journey ahead of you, imagine 3 blocks stacked on top of each other with a rubber band holding them all together. The block on the bottom is forgiveness, the block in the middle is reconciliation, and the block on top is restoration. The rubber band holding all 3 together is trust. Recovering a broken relationship begins with the first block, forgiveness. Forgiveness is the foundation upon which reconciliation and restoration are built. Forgiveness sets you free from resentment and enables you to move forward in your relationship. The second block, reconciliation, means that you and your spouse have stopped battling over who's right and who's wrong. You're finding ways to make peace with each other and are ready to move forward together. The top block is restoration. It means that you and your spouse are actively repairing and rebuilding your relationship and learning to relate to each other in deeper, more connected ways. And again, trust is what holds everything together. Trust is believing that your spouse is putting as much effort into your marriage recovery as you are. If your marriage is in conflict, remember the building blocks of recovery: forgiveness, reconciliation, and restoration, all banded together by trust. To help your marriage thrive, go to FocusOnTheFamily.com. I'm Jim Daly.
Hey, this is Haley Hansen. As Kentuckians get back on the road and traffic increases, law enforcement will be out this summer during the Blue Lights Across the Bluegrass campaign. The goal isn't to write tickets, but to save lives. So please do your part. Obey the speed limit, drive sober, buckle up, and put the phone down. Spare yourself a ticket and possibly a life. Be safe, Kentucky. A message from the Kentucky Office of Highway Safety.
There you are, right on time. Let's talk about quitting tobacco. Still with me? All right, okay. You already have a million reasons to quit. You've got kids, it's smoking up your new leather interior, blah, blah, whatever. You don't need another reason. You need a way. Call 1-800-QUIT-NOW. Get free help and maybe even free nicotine patches and gum. That's 1-800-QUIT-NOW. Or visit quitnowkentucky.org. Can't wait to talk to you.
If you need some new fishing stories to tell this summer, well, come check out the fishing selection at Rural King. They have everything you need for a day of the great outdoors, and nobody beats their prices. You can even get your fishing license and hear some fishing stories while you're there in the store. Catch and tell some whoppers this summer, and don't forget to get everything you need at your friendly neighborhood Rural King, America's farm and home store.
MB's point to ponder for today. Remember when you were a kid, you thought most adults were smart and could be trusted. And now as an adult, you realize most of them are just full of crap.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. 100%.
I mean, when I was a kid, like every adult, I thought, well, they know more than I do.
Mm-hmm.
They know all the answers. And, you know.
Well, and it's also sad as a parent, like when your children reach the age that you don't have the answers and you're like, oh, they used to look at me like I was the smartest person in the world, and now I have to Google it.
Well, that's all right. Just say, hey, look over there while I Google this. On television tonight on CW, the season 4 premiere of The Outpost. Never heard of it.
Nope.
Season 2 premiere on MTV of Families of the Mafia. Okay.
Well, I guess there's Mafia, Mob,
but it's on,
isn't that the
but
same?
it's on MTV, so I'm out. MTV and I broke up somewhere around 1992. And on the Discovery,
you weren't a Jersey Shore? No, you weren't a fan of Jersey Shore?
Absolutely.
Are
Not
you serious? Have you met him?
No.
I would have thought that's great television.
No, I get as much Jersey Shore as I want when we go to Disney World for a week and run into people from New Jersey.
I had a former coworker that was a big fan. He was in his 70s. Loved Jersey Shore.
Wow. On the Discovery Channel, the mega jaws of Bird Island. Also, we're going to find out if Frenchie's head of household backfired. It did backfire, didn't it? We know that.
Yes. I feel confident in that.
Who's-
I cannot stand him.
Who's leaving?
Oh.
Because he's from Tennessee. He's a Tennessee farmer. Frenchie the farmer from Tennessee. He has played too hard.
Yes.
Would that be fair to say?
You do not come in first week of HOH and play that hard. You don't do it.
So.
You're like talking to a wall right now to me.
That's okay.
I got nothing.
We would be having this conversation if you weren't here, Sam. So don't worry
absolutely nothing. I know nothing about Big Brother.
So it's Alyssa or Kaylin, is that right?
Yeah.
Is that who's? You have a prediction?
Well, I know what I want.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure I'm going to get what I want.
Now, is this something like American Idol where you the viewer votes?
Not yet.
No?
Oh, not yet.
Eventually,
Ooh, I didn't
it
know
is
that
something
part.
that you do vote?
Sometimes you can
Oh.
help with the process.
So you're
but
voting
not
for
yet.
Frenchie?
Look, there's veto power.
Oh,
no,
no.
Frenchie's not on the block.
No.
Kaylin and Alyssa are on the block right now. So let's gotta keep
I went
it
to
contained.
high school with a Kaylin.
I let you wiggle out of your prediction. Is it Kaylin or Alyssa that's leaving?
Well, so I want Alyssa.
I didn't ask what you wanted.
Who's going home?
Who's going home? Who's leaving the house? Okay, we can't sit here all day.
I'm going to go with what I want, and it's going to be Alyssa.
Okay.
But it's not.
Today's
Probably gonna be
highlight in
Kaylin.
history. This day in 1834, the Spanish Inquisition was abolished more than 3.5 centuries after its creation. That was a long Inquisition. In 1870, Georgia became the last Confederate state to be readmitted to the Union. In 1916, Boeing, originally known as Pacific Aero Products Company, was founded in Seattle. We thank you for that. Birthdays today. 5 years ago today, Donald Trump chose Mike Pence as his running mate.
I don't think they're on.
They drew short straws, and Mike Pence lost.
I don't think they're exchanging Christmas cards anymore.
Linda Ronstadt is 75. They probably patched it up by now. Ariana Huffington is 71 today. Mac McAnally is 64. Forrest Whitaker is 60 today. Forrest Whitaker has been in so many good things.
I like him a lot.
But one of the things he was in originally that really captured me was Good Morning Vietnam. He was Adrian Cronauer's running buddy. You know, he drove him around and he showed him around Vietnam. So that was good. It was an early role for him. Brigitte Nelson is 58 today. Jason Bonham is 55. Brian Austin Green is 48. And Ian Armitage, young Sheldon, is 13 today.
Oh, wow.
So, interestingly enough, there have been some Easter eggs in young Sheldon that resolve things that we didn't learn in Big Bang Theory.
Absolutely.
There's a big one that I don't want to spoil because there's maybe some people that haven't watched it. But here's one that I will spoil. On last night's episode, on an episode last night of Big Bang Theory that I saw in syndication, when Sheldon makes a reference to Bernadette's dad, that his dad died at 14. So we're closing in on an age on young Sheldon where young Sheldon is getting to an age where supposedly his dad is going to die. And I'm wondering if they will keep that consistent with the storyline because it was baked into the Big Bang Theory.
I'm
think
sure they
so.
will. Well, I did learn a few weeks ago on KSR that the actress who plays, is it Sheldon's mom or grandma, is from Franklin.
Oh, Annie Potts?
Yes.
Yeah. Annie Potts is a wonderful actress.
I love her.
And I didn't know that she had a Kentucky connection.
Sam, have you ever seen Designing Women?
Oh, my goodness.
No.
Sam has never seen Designing Women?
I'm going to have
You
to.
don't know Dixie Carter and Delta
Oh, my
Burke?
goodness.
And, Oh.
You need to talk to your mother.
Your mom surely knows Designing Women.
There's a pop culture references. That's not my strength. I'll tell you the obscure sports fact, but
Let's go to chart toppers for today. And try to come up with a history lesson for you from 1959.
In 1814, we took a little trip along with Colonel Jackson down the mighty Mississippi. We took a little bacon and we took a little beans, and we caught the bloody British in a town in New Orleans. We fired our guns and the British kept a-coming. There wasn't as many as there was a while ago.
I'm a fan.
Yeah, me too. Know most of the words.
I was going to say, who doesn't know that part of history
Oh, yeah.
thanks to Johnny Horton? Yeah, I certainly do. Let's go ahead. Let's jump ahead by about 9 years to 1968. Very educational chart toppers today. First was a history lesson, now a spelling test. Bring it, Tammy.
Learn something every day.
What's your son's name, Tammy? Okay, got it.
Me and Little Joe.
1977, Alan O'Day.
Is there a lesson in this one, too?
I'm sure there is.
Taking notes.
This may be health class. that one quarter that nobody wanted to go to health class.
Because they're thinking of this right here.
That's exactly right. That paved the way for Janet Jackson. Miss Jackson, if you're nasty. And so many of you are. Was number 1 in 86. And then we have a song about business math.
Okay.
If you remember 1995.
Kentucky Connection.
Yep. Fellow Kentuckian, John Michael Montgomery.
Jessamine County or something like that, I think.
Yeah,
Is that right?
That's right. I think he's,
And I said, hey, pretty lady, won't you give me a sign? I'd give anything to make you mine on mine. I'll be your business bee if you beck and call.
All right. Hoobastank, The Reason was number 1 in 2004. And then in 2013, Robin Thicke and Pharrell Williams. Oh, T.I. was in there too, was with Blurred Lines.
Back to high school here.
You were in high school when this song was number 1? It's comforting.
Let's see, 2013. Well, I guess it would be the summer before my junior year.
All right, thanks for passing that along, Sam.
You make me sad.
Glad you stopped by. MB's Pearl of Wisdom for today. If you want happiness for an hour, take a nap. If you want happiness for a day, go fishing. If you want happiness for a year, inherit a fortune. If you want happiness for a lifetime, help someone. MB's Pearl of Wisdom for today. Look forward to seeing you back here tomorrow for another edition of our show. For Sam Gormley, for Beej, I'm MB, and now you're in the know.
Powered by Heritage Media of Kentucky, WKHG Litchfield, Kentucky, USA, 104.9 FM, the Twin Lakes Best Mix, K1.